Let's speak very quickly about the shiurim. The shiur for the matzah is a kazait. How much is a kazait? Kazait is about 28 grams of matzah, 1 ounce. You have to have that as quick as you can. Try to have it within 4 minutes. Stretch it if you can't do it in 4 minutes, not more than 9 minutes. How can you eat so quickly the matzah? How is that possible? So the mefarshim say that you should chew the matzah before you swallow it. Once you chew the matzah and you fill up your cheeks with the matzah, before you start swallowing, the time doesn't start ticking. When does the time start ticking? The 4 minutes start ticking? Only when you start swallowing. Then you will have to count the time. You have to look at the watch and make sure that you're eating that kazait within that time. The shiur you'll have kazait in motzi matzah. In the motzi you have 1 kazait. In matzah you have another kazait. In the korech you have another kazait. But korech you don't have to eat it. Huh?
The rabbi is saying by motzi matzah you have to eat 2 kezitot?
Yes, you have to eat 2 kezitot unless someone really can't. He's sick, he can't. For any reason he can't, then the minimum requirement will be 1 kazait. That's how Chacham Ovadia and the Or Letzion posek halacha lema'aseh. Lechatchila 2, definitely.
How much is
a kazait lema'aseh? So from the round matzah, it comes out to be about 1/3 of a matzah, because when you take that third and you crush it into the schnapp cup, the 1 ounce, you'll see that it's about 1/3 of that matzah. This is the calculation.
The scale on Erev Pesach, and that's what we should do, 28 grams?
Well, scale is a little bit not accurate because we're not measuring weight, we're measuring volume. So it could be that your matzah weighs more, weighs less. We're measuring volume. Some people feel, if it's easier for you, so some people feel more comfortable measuring with the scale. Okay, fine. Better to use that scale before Pesach to prepare everything, but there's reasons to be mekel because it's medidah shel mitzvah, and you could let go of that. But it's not accurate. It just makes things a little bit easier to measure with a scale rather than volume. That's the reason.
1/3 of a matzah, that's what the rabbi said?
Yes, 1/3 of the matzah.
Kazait is 1/3 of a matzah.
Yes, that's the measurement that it comes down to. 1/3 of the round matzah. You'll add maybe a little bit more just for anything that gets stuck in between the teeth that doesn't count.
And if it's thinner matzah like karet?
Well, we're talking about the regular matzah. So if you have a thinner matzah, you'll add a little bit more. You have a thick matzah, you'll do a little bit less. If you have the soft matzot, you'll do much less because they're very thick, right? Those that eat the soft matzot will have to eat much less than that. So that makes sense, says the Or Letzion, when we really have the right measurement of 1/3 of a matzah. How could you eat that in 4 minutes? Some people take such large amounts of matzot and they wonder how could you finish that, and they race against the watch and they're not making it. But in reality, it's 1/3 of a matzah, says the Or Letzion. That is the measurement. You'll go on the left side, as we explained before, and after you chew and you fill up your cheeks, you swallow the whole matzah. It shouldn't take too long. It should be pretty quick.
So motzi matzah 2 kezitot, korech 1 kazait?
Yes, korech 1 kazait. Maror, you'll take a kazait. How much of you take the lettuce, the Roman lettuce? That's what Sfaradim take. And if you take the chalk, you'll have easy time knowing that you ate enough of that maror. It's not. It doesn't need to have so much when you take that. It takes a lot of space.
Be'erech 28 grams, but not exactly.
Yeah, 1 ounce. 1 ounce. So if you're not sure, take a little bit more, just a drop more, just to make sure. Make things, same thing for korech. You take a kazait matzah, kazait maror, and you'll eat it.
And afikoman also 1 kazait.
Yes. Some machmir to eat 2 kezitot for afikoman. Those that are machmir, fine. You have to make sure that when you're eating the afikoman, it has to be that you're not so stuffed that you can't eat. It's called achila gasa. If you're so stuffed and you can't swallow that afikoman, that's not considered eating the afikoman. So chacham enav berosho, not to fill up too much the stomach at the meal. On the other hand, don't say to your wife, I can't eat anything. She prepared for 2 weeks, right? So you have to play it safe. In one hand, safe from the wife, On the other hand, safe for eating the afikoman and not having achila gasa.